How's this experience been from the combine up through today, really since the end of the season?
It was awesome. I mean, you got to meet and train with some elite people, and you know, working hard. Obviously, Coach Fleck prepared us very well for post-college football. Um, yeah, it's just been surreal. I mean, being grateful for every opportunity and really just going out there and doing your best and giving it all you got in that moment. Yeah.
Hoyer was talking about working with Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody that you worked with that you
Yeah.
mentioned that you took something from?
Yeah. I mean, I was down there in Phoenix at Exos. There's elite athletes everywhere there. I mean, we had Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt. We did a little one-on-ones with them to prepare for the Shrine Bowl and the Senior Bowl and whatnot. But those guys, it's crazy how athletic people can be at that size, and especially around the O-line too down there. I mean, we had I think 8 or 9 offensive linemen at the Phoenix location, and just really pushing each other to be the best we could be each day. Yeah.
What have NFL teams told you about what they like out of you and what they're looking for?
Yeah, so I think my biggest attribute, my biggest asset is my versatility. I think that's what a lot of the teams really like out of me is, and I tell them this too, like wherever they want to put me, they can put me. I'll play there. Give me a week to practice at it and I'll be good. Or if we don't have a week, then we'll make do. But really just, yeah, that's my best attribute. And then for what they want to see out of me, they wanted to see athleticism, which I think I showed at the combine. So that's pretty big. And then they also wanted to just want to see me move in pass sets with a good bend. Yeah. So.
These combines and the pro days, a lot of pressure in those?
Oh yeah, a lot of pressure, a lot of adrenaline. But really, you just sit back, take a deep breath, and it's a lot of fun being able to compete out there. So.
Marshall, Minnesota, obviously,
Yeah.
you're putting on the map a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
When would the NFL kind of become a dream for you guys? And obviously, being from Marshall, it's a pretty tight-knit community.
Yeah.
How much support have you felt from them?
Oh, immense support. I mean, the first thing I did after the combine, I went back. My sister had a section basketball game, so I went back and caught the second half of that, and I sat with my high school coach, and we just talked about the entire experience of the past couple months. And it was funny after the game. I saw my sister, but then I was talking to old teachers, old coaches, just community members that I knew their kids growing up and whatnot, and just really feeling all the love and all the support. But yeah, I mean Marshall's had some good talent coming out the past couple of years, and I put that on Coach Ballman. Really pushes us, doesn't let us rest on our laurels. He says potential means you haven't done anything yet. So if somebody has a lot of potential, that means they got big boots to fill, right? So yeah, just keeping us humble. But, yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of lessons about the NFL draft process within this program. What have you taken maybe from Trey?
Trey.
Yeah, his experience.
Yeah, he says when I was talking to him, he was talking about the whole process. He was like, they want to see how you do under pressure and how you do hold your composure. So they might ask about something that could get you riled up or could strike a nerve with you, but you have to show that you can control your emotions, that you're composed, and that you can handle the pressure of the situation. Were the big things when I was talking to him about it. So.
How do you think those interviews went then? And what were some maybe things that they did push on you that you had to?
I really enjoy the interviews actually, because at the end of the day, you're sitting down, you're having a conversation, you're showing your personality. I mean, for me, I had nothing to hide with any personal issues or personality, so they might bring up how you took a loss or what happened on this play and whatnot. And really, it's just being able to respond, take accountability for what you did. First of all, you don't lie because everyone knows. I mean, if they're talking about it, they already know, right? They just want to see you tell the truth. But yeah, just really taking accountability for your actions in those moments.
What have maybe feedback you've gotten from your agent in terms of maybe where you might slot into this, and how much are you concerned with that between now and the end of next month?
Yeah, I mean, I have no clue. I'll because everything right now is people are keeping. I talked to Marcus about this yesterday. People keeping cards close to their deck because it's getting closer and closer, right? But here's the other thing. I don't want to be worrying about that because, somebody might tell you something, and then if it changes or if it's better, great. If it's worse, then, oh, what's going on? Like, it's just going to stress you out more than it already is. So that's something I try to just keep under control. Control what you can control. That's exactly what Flex says. So right now, today we controlled about how we played. And then from here on out, we control how we work out and train for the private workouts and how we do interviews. So at the end of the day, if you work hard, things will work out. But you can't stop right now.
Combine, there's a lot of offensive linemen from a lot of different places, but whenever you have an opportunity like this, there's just 4 of you. Does that add to the pressure, or does it kind of make it a little more calming that people get to see you for what you're doing?
Yeah, I think it's a little more calming, especially because we've practiced in here 1,000 times. I don't know what the actual number is, but we've been in here so much. We're around people we know. We're around our teammates, and we're out there competing with our teammates like we would on Saturday. And just, yeah, I mean, it was actually a lot of fun to be able to work out with these guys again. So.
You were next to Daniel on the offensive line for a number of years. What's something that you would tell them about NFL teams about Daniel and what he provides?
My favorite one is I tell them double teams work like butter. It's like a hot knife through butter. It makes it easier on the guard, especially when you got a big man who can move some bodies right there. And then the other thing is, like, some people, he's smart. He's a lot smarter than people might think. And we had a meeting yesterday, and he proved that. I mean, all 3 of us, me, Sammy, and Daniel, were all on the board, and all 3 of us did amazing. And even the coach was like, Coach was telling us that, like, he told Coach Callahan he's got some smart guys. So, yeah, I mean, that's just. But and then they asked if I'd play next to him again, and I said in a heartbeat. So.
One more for Blaise, if anyone has it. Another one of those guys who was working with you guys that didn't go to the combine was Cole.
Yeah.
He's gained a lot of traction, especially on social media from the way he played this last season. What is an NFL team getting from him since he didn't get to show off?
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of questions about Ko, and they ask who you'd bring with you from your team, and I'd say like Ko's probably one of the best blockers I've ever been around, and so a lot of teams would ask me like, why isn't he here and all that stuff, and I'm like, you know what, he should be, but no, he's the best blocker we've been around. He's the toughest guy I've ever met. Yeah, and he's some team's gonna be real lucky to get him. Yeah, he brings the mentality. He's one of the O-linemen. We love him. So.
All right. Thanks, Blaise.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Good to see you.